part two of my video on recent events from certain individuals, switching abruptly on me, like, behavior wise, attitude wise, um, even tagging public figures that they, like, if you check their repertoire of IG videos, you almost, you don't see really any videos where they tag this particular artist. From my interesting surgical experience at Robert Wood Johnson, um, feeling that tug of war, like there's people that want to help me and there's some people that want to hurt me, and both was at the hospital. Like, I do genuinely feel like there were good professional doctors and nurses, some that wanted to help me and some not so much. But more specifically, because my first video ended abruptly when I ran out of space. My phone could act really funny sometimes, like at the 18-minute something mark. And I've done videos on this phone that was longer. So I was speaking about how I conduct myself when I show love on other social media influencers' page, whether I know them personally or not, or whether or not we're strangers. Because with some of the interracial relationships that I've been following, yes, we still are strangers. And I knew that certain people, including certain Black people, they would not appreciate me getting secondhand affirmation, because that's what happens. Like, a lot of people do that. That doesn't make me weird or desperate or whatever. Even when you see young Black boys get happy when they see their favorite athlete doing something positive, especially if they see their favorite athlete or a favorite music celebrity with people, in the intimate partnerships with really attractive women, oftentimes women that might not even, be from this tribe, is a reason they get really, really excited. Because, like, people, let's keep it real, is people like to try to make me look like out to be weird or strange. People live vicariously through other individuals to a certain extent. Some less, some more or less. So yes, you know what I'm saying, and I don't like talking about it too much, but growing up in the hood and then being in areas where a lot of colorism was rampant against dark-skinned Black women, it does bring joy to my heart to see sisters being in love. Whether they're in love and it's a same race relationship dynamic, or they're in an interracial relationship. And so there is, and I think if you've been following me on IG for a while, it's not rocket science who I might be referring to, but I'm not really trying to, like, cause chaos and drama. It is what it is. It's a done deal. There's a specific interracial family that I had been following for a while. I didn't think it was an issue. And what I was saying before the video ended abruptly, that I already posted at the 18-something minute mark, is when I see things that could be, like, chaotic or problematic or negative, I don't feed into it. I would never, like, intentionally, bring drama on nobody else's platform, nobody else's social media platform, because I have seen what can happen if strangers have a disagreement that gets ugly on other strangers' platforms. So even when I see people being problematic, I don't engage. Or, like, I don't bring negativity to people platforms, whether it has to do with them personally or something totally unrelated. Or like let's just say, if I see people in the comments being hateful and hating on somebody's relationship and hating on it, I don't try to take it upon myself to put nobody in check or nothing. Because you could report people, you could block them, you could mute them. It's just that simple. So I don't engage. All of a sudden, right before, and that makes me wonder, like, was I supposed to die in the hospital? Because, like, right before I was supposed to go to the hospital, this happened. And he tags this individual, and I'm looking at all these videos that they got and all these other challenges they got. They never really tagged that person. And it's not obscure knowledge. It's not obscure, or it's not like too secretive that certain people in the industry don't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really feeling me like that. So I don't think it was coincidental that this very privileged, you know, dude who happens to be white, who happens to also be with a black woman, would choose that particular artist to tag instead of just hitting me up as an adult, like a full-grown adult man, because this is what I would have did with him. With all due respect, right? Before I post something that you might feel offended about, or you might not like, right? Me and my family are feeling like we're not really comfortable with your presence or with the screenshots or you being we're just not really comfortable, and it's nothing personal. You have a lot of things going on, and we just like to keep the distance and keep the peace, because it may get to a point where I might post certain individuals and you might not like that. And I'm just giving you a little heads up. He could have did something like that. It was real reckless. It just came out of nowhere. I have never disrespected these people or anything like that. It's ways to tell people to back off without doing something that could be potentially dangerous. Especially since some of these people that happen to be famous and happen to have money, they have connections to gangs. They have connections to all type. Like, it was just wild. But going back to the hospital stay, that was very, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? I barely saw any men of African descent before they put me under the anesthesia. I wake up and there's a couple of them smiling while I'm not feeling good, and they struggling to bring my blood pressure down. And talking about something, I was part of your team. I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean? I seen how all the surgeons and anesthesiologists and the nurses and the sisters look. I don't recall seeing you before the anesthesia knocked me out. And once again, I'm pretty sure there's black male doctors that's really professional, and they don't hate black women, and even with certain, I'm pretty sure it's probably some Asian female doctors who are very professional as well. I'm just saying, like, because of my experience the past 5-6 years with certain individuals, what are the likelihood, like, what are the chances that I'll encounter ones who might not have a real bad personal gripe or vendetta against me or whatever? What are the odds? And so now, if I can choose, I'd rather not even play that game. I'd rather not even do that Russian roulette. It's just been too many interesting or really, really jacked up experiences to the point where I'm like, okay. Black women sometimes, Asian men sometimes, no, all the times, but some of the white doctors is cool too, or whatever. But it's certain people that I just really don't be feeling comfortable with. And I don't think it takes rocket science to understand which demographics I would prefer to avoid. But yeah, some of them people was not thrilled. You would have think that they personal insurance paid for my whole surgical experience at Robert Wood Johnson. The following morning, they trying to rush me out of there. It seemed like it wasn't even no concern to see how I felt physically. Even the nurse that I dismissed in the video, the first video I posted during my stay there, I dismissed the nurse because it's just like, Well, I don't know if I explained it, but she was trying to force me to walk to the bathroom after I asked for a bedpan. I had to ask for a bedpan twice. I'll walk to the bathroom when I feel like I'm physically able to go. But prior to that, I didn't have to ask for no bedpan multiple times. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a grown woman. You can't force me to walk nowhere right now. Force me, like, what's wrong with this lady? I feel like from now on, all my experiences at the hospital is going to be like, they're going to be real interesting. And I might have to deal with my blood pressure going up from some type of radio frequency device or whatever. I need to start buying those EMF frequency devices so I can know, like, whether or not I'm bugging out or not. But then again, being as though it's a medical facility, it might pick up on stuff that has nothing to do with that. It'd be hard to distinguish between what could be Havana syndrome versus some type of like electronic device that's actually literally designed to help patients because of the nature of the institution. I just wanted to give an update. I hate when my videos end abruptly. I remember when I first got this phone, I could do like 30 minutes non-stop recording. But today I'm feeling real interesting. Today is like a lonely day. It's a lonely day. But yeah, that particular interracial couple, and I just thought they was a beautiful couple. A beautiful couple. I don't know if I was supposed to be jealous of her. It was just real funny because it's also too, like, she's my color. I can't get jealous of that. I mean, well, there are some really exceptionally attractive brown and dark skinned women. Um, I don't know Umi Diop. Exceptionally attractive. I think she's also a uh is it Sheen? Does she model for Sheen or one of those clothing lines? Um, even certain people whose concerts I've been to over the past few years, exceptionally attractive brown and dark skinned women. Even ones who I've advocated for when it comes to R&B music, exceptionally attractive. Um, One who's a choreographer, a singer, a dancer. Um, she's the mother of two beautiful daughters from Harlem, New York. Exceptionally attractive. Even Justine Sky, exceptionally attractive, dark skinned women. Um, Nikki Perkins, who I don't know the woman at all. I don't know her personally. These are exceptionally like if I'm going to get envious of any woman, she would have to be exceptionally attractive. She would have to be my color or darker than me, and she would have to be exceptionally attractive. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but that particular couple is a lovely couple. I just don't see, like, from the concerts that I've been to, um, when I think about like what's her name? What is her name? Her name escapes me. When I think about, yeah, Coco Jones, Justin Sky, um, Ryan Destiny. Once again, I don't know these beautiful sisters. I'm not affiliated with them. Ryan Destiny, Justin Sky, Coco Jones, Tiana. These are exceptionally. So if somebody do something funny and even if they're in an interracial reunion, union, if she looked like any of those, if she looked like Omi Diop, if she looked like Nikki, if she looked like Ryan Destiny, then I might be in my feelings. These are exceptionally attractive. know what I'm saying? But other people, they look like they could be like one of my cousins or whatever. Like I'm not. That's not. That don't make me feel inferior or whatever. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it was just real ignorant when you could have inboxed me that you no longer like me screenshotting images of y'all beautiful family and y'all doing fun stuff, and you no longer want me to be a follower or whatever, and you're actually about to start posting people that might be adversarial to me on your social media account. That's what you could have did, Tom. You could have did that, Tom. You didn't have to do all the extra stuff. You could have came to me because we're both two adults, even though we don't live in the same country. It was a better way for you to handle that.